Good day, viewers. My name is Geoffrey Joshua, and I'll be taking you physics, chemistry, maths, and further maths. You are welcome to SmartLeaks TV. Kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification button to get an update of our videos. Thank you. This morning I'll be looking at mathematics, and we'll be looking at a brief topic, standard forms. And we have a learning objective here, and the objective is, at the end of this class, students should be able to express number in standard form. And when we mean standard forms, we're talking about raised to power. Now, let's take an example. If you have 2.5371 and 7.3146, this 2, this 7, they are called the unit value. Unit value. Why the 0.5371, 0.3146, they are all called the fractional values. Fractional value. Now, this number, when you want to call it, you say is 2.5371. This is 7.3146. It will be wrong for you to say 2.5371. It is wrong. It will be wrong for you to say 7.3146. Is wrong. So after a decimal, everything after the decimal will be called one after the other. That is 7.3146, and this will be 2.5371. Good. Now, when you have a unit value like this and you want to convert it to standard form, what do you do? This is what we do. Now, supposing we have 0.5371 and we have another one 20,000, and you want to convert each of them to standard form. The first thing you should look at is, are they greater than 1 or less than 1? This value 20,000 is greater than 1. This value 0.5371 is less than 1. Now, how do we work on them? This one here that is less than 1, this dot must go to the unit value. The unit value is 5. So the dot must come to the front of the 5. And when you want to move it, how many times will this dot move to get to this 5? You just move just 1. So it will become 5.371. Then you multiply it by 10 raised to power minus 1, because it's coming from the negative direction from the back. Now, where do you get this 10 from? This 10 is a standard way of expressing standard forms. When you want to express standard form, you express it as a power of 10. Let me give us another example on values that are less than 10. Now, let me give another one, 0.003721. If you look at this case here, this is your point. This value is less than 1. And since this value is less than 1, you'll be moving from this side to the first unit value, which is 3. You will go 1, 2, and 3. So it become 3.721 times 10 raised to power what? Minus 3. Are we clear? Next, let's look at the number 2 examples I wrote here. In that example, we have 20,000. If you have to do the 20,000, you will look at it very well. There is no place where there is a point here. The point is hidden at the back here. So what you need to do here is to bring the point at the extreme end here to the point where you have your unit value here. So this point will move here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it will be 2.0 times 10 raised to the power what? 4. Some of us will argue with me that it's supposed to be 2.0000 times 10 raised to the power what? 4. You are still correct. However, any 0 after a point that does not have a number in front of it automatically turns to what? 0. So if you have written 2 times 10 raised to the power what? 4, and also you have written 2.0 times 10 raised to the power what? 4, you are also what? Correct. Now let me look at an example here for us, another one. Say for instance we have 500, 400, and we have a dot here. Now in this case, this is number 3. In this case here, we look at it, you discover that this value, first thing, is greater than 1. It means we are going backward. If it's less than 1, we move forward. If it's greater than 1, we move backward. Now look at this. You move here. 1, 2 to get to the unit value, which is a 5. So it becomes 5.004 times 10 raised to the power what? How many times did you go? 2. Like I said earlier, if you put the 00 after the 4, it still doesn't mean anything. So what we have done here, we have converted this value to what? To standard form. This 10 we have here is just like a base. We'll get there when we start dealing with indices. And this 2 is an index. And what this means is that you are saying 10 times 10. Multiply it by what? 5.004. It will give us back this value on top. Let me give us another example. Example 4. If we take the same value again, 500, 400, and the 0 is nowhere to be found here, you will see that this value is also greater than what? Is greater than 1. It means we will count backward. And from the second example we did, I told us that when there is no dot, the dot will be at the extreme. So we move backward. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What are we doing? We are moving to the point where we have the unit value, which is 5. So we have here 5.004 times 10. How many times do we move? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10 is to our what? 5. We have succeeded in converting 500,400 to what? A standard form. This standard form we are looking at is one of the easiest and the best way to express our numbers. Some of us may be wondering, oh, these values and this one, they look alike. Why are the numbers or the answers different? Now, if you look at this first one we have here, it is 500.400. This is 500.400. But this value here, what we have here is 500,400. There is no point in the middle here. Now, also, some of us may look at, there is a 4 here. Why didn't this one be my unit value? If you take this one as your unit value, it means you are neglecting the first value that came up, because that is where you must come from. You must ensure that the dot, which is what we have here, is at the extreme of every value. And that is why we came all the way from this side. We came 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. But in this one here, the dot was already at this point here. So we just came just what? 1 and 2 to the unit value. But the two of them, if you check very well, they are greater than what? Than 1. So we are counting backward. Are you following me? Now let's do another example. Number 5. We have 0.00713. Look at this value. This value is a decimal value. Now it is less than 1. Since it's less than 1, where is your unit value? From the point where you have your dot, move it to the first value you have. So you go 1, 2, 3. 7 is your unit value. So it becomes 7.13 times 10 raised to what? 1, 2, 3 minus 3. This one is minus 3 because you are counting what? Forward is lesser. This one is plus 5 plus 2 because you are counting backward. So we have this value here. Let me give us another example again. If you have 0.0010 0.00015. If you have this one here, in this case, your value is less than 1. And what we do, we count forward. Now we move how many steps? 1, 2, 3, 4 to the first value, which is 5, 1. So it become 1.5 times 10 raised to the power what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minus 5. So this is this. If you have any problem here, you let me know. Okay. So this what we have here, we have 1.5 times 10 raised to the power minus 5. So what I will do now is that I will drop some few questions here. So you can look at it, you solve it. You can also drop 1 or 2 questions, and when we come in our next class, we'll visit them and we attend to all of them. So please kindly subscribe to Smartflix TV and click the notification button to get a video of our next update. Now let me write the assignment down that you will look at, solve it at home, so that when we meet in the next class, we'll continue from there. So I'll be dropping these 3 questions. This, and this. This one, 3 times 10 raised to the power 3 multiplied by 5 times 10 raised to the power what? 2. Also, number 2, 0.00707. Convert them to standard form. Also, this one. These are simple questions. How do you solve them? All you just need to do here is to take this to this, then you take this to this. This one and this one, you apply the laws of indices, which we'll be looking at in our next class. This one is straightforward. This one is same way also. You take this 6.4 divided by 8 times 10 raised to the power 3 divided by 10 raised to the power minus 4. This one and this one, you treat it using the law of indices. So kindly subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the notification button to get an update of our next upload. Now, before our next class, I also want to tell you to get some things available. Number 1, you have a scientific calculator. Number 2, you should get a 4-figure table. Number 3, you get a graph booklet, because we'll be drawing graphs as time goes on. Graph booklet. And number 4, you should have a notebook for each of these subjects. This will help you not to model the physics, the maths, the chemistry, and the further maths together. So thank you very much. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, SmartFix TV.